What's good, everyone? Welcome back to another video. If you don't know who I am, that means you're new. I'm Mark. What's good with y'all? I'm chilling. I'm kicking it. Go ahead and check out my other videos, but still watching this one. Now, I will say, this video's topic, or at least the whole video itself is going to be decently short. And the main reason why is because I currently don't own any guns in this caliber. Now, partially it's because fucking price of ammo is so high for this shit. But another reason is because I don't need to get one this moment. Now, if you haven't been able to guess which one it is, I'm talking about the 5.7 by 28 millimeter round or the 5.7 round. So I'm going to run it through the now 4 situations. 4. A fan actually commented and said, you know what, I think a good one you should add for 4 self-defense situations, instead of 3, make it 4, because what about a wilderness self-defense situation? Sometimes you find yourself in a situation where you only got your handgun on you or something like that. And he made a great point. That was a phenomenal point, so I'm going to start doing that. So we're going to run this through the 4 self-defense situations. I'm going to give my opinion on each of them. Now, let me just start off with my opinion on the caliber itself. I'm actually a decently big fan of the 5.7 round. The main reason why is because it is a low recoil caliber with, excuse me, and all the guns tend to have a pretty high capacity, which is a pretty good thing. Now, I will say, it is not the most powerful round, not at all. I think people, they get 5.7s, and especially hood dudes, they'll get 5.7s, thinking, oh yeah, these are like little AR bullets, yeah, and it just, look, and if y'all are wondering what I'm talking about, what I mean is that the actual projectile itself is not conical or rounded like this 9mm round is. Girl, don't get your toy stuck under there, because I ain't about to stop this video to go grab it for you. But now it is definitely more pointy. That is true. All right. However, it doesn't pack too much of a punch. However, from what I heard, it is a decently quick round. Let's go ahead and get into the 4 situations, and I'll give my overall, opinion at the end, considering all 4. Right. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, some of these for example, number 4, I haven't thought of for any of the calibers, let alone this one. So, you never know. Let's go ahead and start with home defense. Would I use 5.7 by 28 for home defense? Let's talk about a home defense pistol because, I'll be honest with you guys, if y'all haven't realized, I'm not the biggest fan of PCCs. I don't have too much hate against them. I'm just not the biggest fan of them necessarily. So if something's going to be in a pistol caliber in my home, it's probably going to be a pistol. If something's going to be, a rifle caliber, it's probably going to be a rifle. However, and once again, I'm not hating on people who use Dracos or AR pistols or ARPs. But my whole point is that, let's say I just have, a Ruger 5.7, right? That is a 20 round capacity, 20 plus 1 of a low recoil round. I'll be honest, I would feel decently okay with that. Now, I understand that does not pack the most punch. However, 20 rounds, in my opinion, I would at least be able to I would at least be able to put a good few rounds through a good few people. So, my apologies, y'all. Family shit I got to deal with. So, as I was saying, I would at least be able to put a good few shots through some people, a good few people. But with it not being the highest, like the best stopping power, I would not, have just that. So I would give it a 50-50 yes and no, in my opinion. I would not have just a 5.7, calibered gun as my home defense. That is the truth. Now, if we're talking something like the P90 or something, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the gun that that caliber was originally made for. That's 50 rounds of 5.7 out of a definitely longer barrel, so it's going to have a bit more effectiveness to it. So that's a different story. So that's why I'm saying we're generally going to be talking about, pistols, when we're talking about like pistol calibered guns. However, regardless, all right, let's go ahead and, and actually, excuse me, another thing that I really do like about the 5.7 round is that since there is such little recoil, let's say, for example, I'm not home, and for some reason it's just Bree here by herself, I don't have to worry about the fact that she can handle that recoil very, very well because of how low recoil it is. Now, I will say, as far as if y'all are going to say, oh, yeah, well, what would you compare the round to? The closest thing I would compare it to be honest with you, is probably 22 Magnum, which, of course, 22 Magnum and 5.7 by 28, they're both much better than 22 LR, so that's besides the point. Let's go on to home defense. Oh, not home defense. I just did home defense. Sorry, guys. It has been a long day. I believe this is the third video I'm getting done today for y'all, so I hope y'all are happy, So, we're going to go on to concealed carry. It's actually funny I'm doing this video. If I'm not mistaken, it's Palmetto State Armory who just released their compact sized, I don't know, actually, a couple of companies released some 5.7s this year. Smith & Wesson made a 5.7, if I'm not mistaken. But I think it was Palmetto State Armory that, released a compact 5.7 that had a 20-round capacity. That is amazing. That is a great capacity for a concealed carry situation, especially in a compact gun. I don't think y'all understand how big of a deal that is to me. That is huge. Huge. So I can definitely say with a low recoil round like that has more stopping power than 22 LR. I feel like when I say a low recoil round, people are jumping to, oh, why not 22 LR? Because 22 LR was literally made to hunt small game. But regardless, all right, I would be okay with that for, a concealed carry situation. Yeah, 100%. Let's even go to an SHTF situation. I'll be 100% honest. I would not have this round for an SHTF. It seems like a good idea because it's low recoil. Most of the guns you can fit a good capacity in them. I hear you. I'm right there with you. However, it's just not a commonly found caliber, even right now. Like, it's found, but it's expensive because it's not as mass produced. There's not as much of it. You know what I mean? So you would run out of that pretty fucking quick, in my opinion. So I guess if it's all you have, I've said this in multiple videos. If it's all you have, by every standard, use what you got. Play the hand you're dealt and try to get a better hand. You know what I mean? When life hands you lemons, you make lemonade. You know what I mean? So, for an SHTF situation, I would not go out of my way to have this caliber, not at all. If you have a great deal of it stockpiled up, you must be, one, rich. Two, if you already have a great pile of this stocked up, you can use it. Yeah, obviously, you have a stockpile of it. It's not like, you have 50 rounds and then you're going to have to worry about it. Use your rounds, I'm not saying it's a bad caliber to use. I'm simply saying that it doesn't have the best stopping power. And when you run out, there's a pretty slim chance you're going to find, some more ammo. That's just the truth. So let's go on to the fourth situation. I'm sure y'all have been wondering, why are we doing number 4? Because it is overall a great idea to have this, wilderness defense, uh, brought back into it. Not brought back into it, but brought into it. You see what I mean? I think it's a pretty good idea just simply because the guy made a solid point. You don't know when you're going to find yourself in a situation where you only got your pistol on you and you have to deal with some wildlife. And I'm sure if you're wondering, what do I mean? Bears, mountain lions, wolves, coyotes. Hell, I'll be honest, it sucks to say, but aggressive dogs, that's not really wildlife. But, you know, it, hell, if you're going, I wouldn't say, I mean, I guess you could say a hog because I heard they're decently aggressive. Um, However, though, just whatever you might come across to defend yourself. I believe it would be okay for smaller, yeah, pretty much just smaller game, not small game like rabbits. I would say a little bit bigger, than things like that. Um, if you can get a good few shots, I think it might. I could be mistaken, guys. I'm not a hunter. You know what I mean? I haven't actually gone hunting yet. I really want to. I live in Florida. I need to go get a license to do it. However, my entire point is I'm not much of a hunter. So please, on this part in particular, take my word with a grain of salt on this. All right. I believe it could, possibly, if you get a good few shots, you can work 5-7 with a hog. Uh, Hell, I'm in Florida. I've seen a lot of people that have had to shoot at gators because a gator, like they would be fishing and a gator would just come up to them. My whole point is that, I don't think it'd do too well for a gator or really any bigger, game or anything like that. However, smallish game, yeah, I could definitely do the job. Um, I need to actually get like a little chart myself so I can determine, so I can see what is considered small, medium, large. I get large game as like a buck, small game is like a rabbit, things like that. But I would just, have a legitimate chart so I could have more of an idea. You know what I mean? Other than that, hope y'all enjoyed the video. And I just want to point this out. I think we're at like 87 subscribers. So we're close to 90, which means we're close to 100. That is fire. Man, y'all are fucking dope. Y'all are dope. And I've been taking a look on my Rumble, and y'all have been giving me a lot of support on there. I'm actually impressed with the support I've gotten on Rumble. Please continue it. Please continue to give me support here and Rumble. Look, I get it, if you're just like, yeah, I don't want to listen to the same video back to back twice or something. I get that. Go ahead and sit down, watch the YouTube video, maybe like a week later or something. Be like, oh, yeah, this video that this dude Mark that I watched, it was a good video. Let me show you guys. You're hanging out with your friends or something, you show them. You see what I'm saying? Show them the Rumble video. Y'all get my point. Y'all, something y'all have been waiting for. Y'all make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that bell. When you hit that bell, hit all. And because you're like, you know what? 5-7 ain't that bad of a round, but it definitely ain't the best round. Go ahead and check out the podcast channel, Adam's channel, Centerfire Podcast, Gun Nut TV. Y'all make sure to stay legal, stay safe, stay dangerous. Have a good one. Peace.